Hey, I'm Brian, and I know many of you already personally, but for those who I don't know, I just wanted to take a minute and kind of introduce myself, tell you a bit about who I am, and talk about my family maybe, and let you know kind of why we're putting together this GoFundMe page. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm Brian. By title, my job title, I'm a creative director. Been an artist my whole life, you know. Now I lead a team of other artists and other creative individuals that want to grow and build and create cool, awesome stuff, right? That's kind of what I do. I help people find their vision, but like that's just a job, you know. I mean, who I really am, I'm a dad, you know. I'm a good dad, and I'm a husband. I might not be the best husband all the time, but I do my best, right? Like, I love my wife so much, and I love my girls, Presley and Molly. My wife, Robbie, I couldn't have asked for a better partner through this. I have not felt scared or alone for 1 second because of Robbie. And these girls, Molly and Presley, are so good to me. But yeah, I think if you dig even deeper than that, I'm a son of God, you know. I'm a follower of Christ, and I have a very close personal relationship with Jesus. I've seen his hand in my life many, many times. And so although I'm a little frightened right now, if I'm being honest, at my core, I think it's mostly just peace. You know, I know that his will be done, and he's got me. I should be okay, right? Like, I should be okay at the other end of this. But yeah, I'll tell you kind of what's going on with me. About 4 or 5 weeks ago now, went to the doctor, went to the urgent care for a sore throat, and ended up in the ER. They ran some tests and stuff and found that I've got a non-keratinizing squamous cell carcinoma, or tumors. I got cancer in my throat, very large one, kind of in my tonsil area, that has blocked my airway a bit, makes it really tough for me to swallow. It's pushing up against my jugular and a few other veins and stuff in there, muscles and things like that inside of my throat. And then another one that spread down here into my lymph nodes, and created necrosis. So it killed off my lymph nodes. So they're not doing their job so great. Been through the PET scan, all these scans and tests and stuff. You know, they took a bunch of blood and ran me through tubes and scanned my whole body to make sure that the cancer hasn't spread outside of this area, which it hasn't, thank God, you know. But one of the tests I had to go through before I could start my chemo and radiation next week was a dental clearance. And due to the location of the cancer and the lymph nodes, I had a infection probably in one of my teeth, like a cavity that ended up spreading into the roof of my mouth. And so it's been just tearing away at the roof of my mouth for like a month or whatever. And I wasn't even really aware of it. I maybe had a sore tooth or whatever, but I have to go in today, here in about an hour, to have all my top teeth removed, so that I can heal and start my chemo radiation next week. And so yeah, I mean, those are the physical challenges, right, that I'm going through. Like I said, my family's been just amazing and supportive, and I'm so grateful for them and our community where we are here. We moved here to Utah about 2.5 years ago to homeschool the girls and just find a community that kind of aligned a little closer with our family values, and we've done that. Like, you know, we're here, staying in a little townhome, but I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous in Utah. Like, not far from here, I can go on cool bike rides, and there's creeks and, you know, all the nature a person could ever want, and you know, we're loving it here. We couldn't have picked a better place to rebuild after COVID. Like, you know, so many other people trying to rebuild. And so, look, I understand if you're not in a position to help financially. I get that. I get it, you know, but I would ask that you would send prayers to us. I think that'll have just as massive an impact, you know. I'd be ever so grateful, and we will return prayer in a big way, you know. I just appreciate all of you for taking 5 minutes of your time to kind of hear what I had to say, and I wish all of you the absolute best, and I thank you for considering contributing to our GoFundMe. Thanks so much.